Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the Roll Jump Media podcast. I am joined this time by my recurring panelists Jose and Luis once again. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Good
Doing
morning to
pretty good.
you. Good morning. Good morning to the audience. Uh, Before we get into anything at all this episode, I just thought it would be in good taste and it's just the right thing to do to hold a moment of silence for Chadwick Boseman. Um, you might know him as as Black Panther T'Challa. He was also Jackie Robinson in the movie, and he also played Thurgood Marshall and among other things. He was a trooper throughout his own health issues, and he brought us a lot of joy despite his personal uh, tribulations. So, big shout out to Chadwick Boseman, um, an amazing person, and I thought he is more than deserving of a moment of silence. So, let's go ahead and do that. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Okay, moving on to the stories for this podcast. We're going to be talking about Halo and Fortnite. We're also going to be talking about Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. We're also going to be talking about a new Switch model and the rumblings surrounding that. The Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, Gamecom's opening night live, and if time permits, we're going to be talking about our favorite video game franchise of all time. But before we get into those topics, we're going to be talking about what we've been playing. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do it regular order.
All right, so I'll be going first. Um,
That's
uh,
right.
what have I been playing? Nice. Um, uh, Animal Crossing, the usual. Uh, last week I said that the time I've been spending on Animal Crossing has been going down. Well, yeah, for this week it's the same thing. I probably logged in like twice this week. I didn't log in yesterday or the day before or the day before that. So it's
My
been,
boy.
yeah, I know. I've been abandoning my villagers, my people. And I'll try. I mean, usually I try to log in like on the weekend just to do like the special events like the bog offs or the events that they do and to buy turnips. But sometimes I just forget, I guess. But I don't know. I'll probably hop in once like a new update comes. But yeah, it's been going down like my playtime on Animal Crossing. And my 2DS, I haven't really touched my 2DS either. I haven't played, I haven't continued playing Metro Prime Hunters.
Okay.
Uh, Mostly it's the same issue like that I mentioned last week. Um, I don't know, the controllers just make my hands hurt.
Hmm.
It's not a really comfortable game for me, at least to play. Um, so I'll probably just watch like a playthrough like online or something. Um,
That's cool.
yeah. But what I've been spending a lot of time on is Xenoblade Chronicles, and
Oh
I actually beat the
boy.
game.
The
Yes,
meat.
I beat the story, the main story for the game. When was it? It was 2 days ago, on Thursday night, and and I mean, I don't know that game. It's like I remember hearing that a lot of people said that it was one of the best ARPGs out there.
Hmm.
And I'd
And
say so. It's a really well done game and story. There were a
hmm.
few moments where I was kind of like mind blown um, especially at the end. I don't know if I want to go into all that, but uh,
It's
and
up
there
to
were a
you.
few.
I can always put spoiler warnings. It's not a big deal. So it's your judgment. Either way's cool. To avoid spoilers, use the timestamps in the description.
Uh, there were a few moments where they were kind of emotional for me too. um, like just really quick at the end when we're fighting. Oh, spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler
When we're
warning.
fighting, when we're fighting Dixon. And
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
yeah, his true form, I guess.
Hmm.
And when like everyone's like down, everyone's um sort of like defeated, but then like Shulk, like I guess it's up to Shulk to like stop him, and then everyone starts motivating him, like saying words to him, and I don't know that whole scene, like everyone got like apart and shared their thoughts about Shulk and how brave he was and how he could do it, and, that he wasn't alone and so on. I don't know that whole scene kind of got me like emotional. um,
I remember it. I remember it. What did that one? It was him and Fiora together at one point, wasn't it? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's the
basically, yeah,
one part I really remember.
yeah, and I don't know, it was cool. Um, um,
Can you describe his final form to me again? I'm trying to remember
it's
Dix's
basically
final.
like, well, I guess the best way to explain it's like Sansa, I guess, like not the true form Sansa, like the giant Sansa,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
he had like markings. He was a giant and he had markings all over his
Okay.
his body. I mean, he kept the hair and like the necklace, but it's like this big monster, I guess. And I don't know, even Dixon's death was kind of like poetic. I really liked his death. Um, when he's like, I'm not gonna let you see me defeated. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of being victorious or something like that. And then he like passes away. He died. I don't know. It's like it's like cool, It's like I don't know.
I
Um,
don't I don't know if my mind just like stopped caring about Dixon once he betrayed us.
yeah,
But he's the one person
understandable.
where yeah, he's the one person I don't really remember the backstory too much of. Like what gave him the ability to turn into like a Zanza-ish form? Do
Well,
you know?
he was Santa's disciple, but
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah, they don't really um dwell into his background that much. Um, like I still don't know if he was like a Holmes or like
Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
man,
don't know.
that's a good pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean it's a great game. I'm still playing it. I wanna complete all the quests, the side quests that I can. But I already got like the affinity between all of them um, maxed out.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the what's hard? Heart to heart. What's it called? Heart to heart. Well,
Hmm.
I don't think I've gotten all of them. I don't know. Oh, or maybe I have. Um, yeah, I'm still trying to. But yeah, like I think right now I'm just trying to do all the quests, complete all the quests that I can, and and then move on to like future connected, the extra story.
I hear that. I hear that. Yo, so the later in the game, the transition from not considering the Machina as your enemy and then
Yeah.
realizing that they're not really the enemy. Bro, how'd that hit you? Was that like crazy to you or what?
when they're fighting together, or
When they're fighting, I don't remember his name, but the main guy that was in charge of,
Egil?
like the head of the Machina. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know that hit hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like when that whole thing was going on, when Shaw was talking to Egil, and he's like, "Oh, we can do this together." Blah, blah. Um, I wasn't expecting what happened next, because that's when Shaw got like shot and he died, I guess, and Sansa was well not
Mm.
created, but he came back, right? But like it was kind of sad, because they were this close to being, to working together, and then that was when like Dixon betrayed us, I guess, or we saw true
Yeah.
intentions of Dixon.
Oh man, yeah. It's flooding back. The memories are flooding back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you react? Because you're not at the end when Alvis, uh, he basically tells you like about the creation of the Bionis and the Mechonis,
Hmm.
and it's basically like you're walking through all the planets, right? Like Jupiter, Mars, and then Earth, the Moon and Earth. Like,
Okay,
how do you
yeah,
react
yeah.
to that? How do you react to
Yo, that was just some JRPG stuff, man. Just like
that?
you can't really fathom it, but you kind of just go along with it.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
kind
I was
of, it's
like,
just like so meta.
right. Like, I
Yeah.
was kind of like mind blown. I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I wasn't expecting that, but it was cool. Um,
Hmm.
and then like I guess the final scene when you're looking at everyone from the perspective of Fiora, and
Oh, that final scene. Oh, yes, it's
yeah,
so good.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's nice to see other characters together. Like they're still together. But yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
amazing experience. 10 out of 10.
The ending song. The ending song. How good was it?
It was pretty good.
Damn it, it's just pretty good. Am I just the most emotional one here? And I thought it was just like a 20 out of 10. Like amazing.
Probably.
Damn. What about Jose? What do you think? Ending song.
I don't, I don't remember. It's been a
Sometimes I
while.
dislike you all very much.
Our man, Ray, our man. Just really quick, Ray. Who was your favorite character out of everyone?
Favorite character, favorite character. I thought I had it right in my head. Let's see. I want to say, Melia.
Relia?
Yeah, because she turns around a lot. She's cold to you at first, and then she really warms up to Shulk and everybody else. I thought
Right.
that was really heartwarming.
Nice.
Yeah,
For me, I was talking to a satellite yesterday. I think for me, like my favorite character was Charlotte.
Charlotte's good, man. Charlotte's really good.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked how and she was like the most gentle, I guess, out of everyone. I was telling Jose she was like the mother figure of the group, or I saw her as that. And,
Definitely.
and and I also like her moveset, her um the type of like fighter she is.
Oh, same, dude. The cooldown mechanic, I thought it was a little annoying at first, but after a while, once you know how to manage it,
Yeah.
it's really fun. And
Yes.
who was the guy that what was his name? That at the end, spoilers, he became he was turned into a machina that she cared about. That was like
The
her
dope,
old
right? Her
yeah,
fiance.
Gudo. Yeah, yeah,
The dope.
yeah. That hit my heart too, man, when you found that out.
Yeah.
Man, it was tough.
I saw it coming. I saw that part coming,
You saw it coming? I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I'm gullible. And that's not to say all the other characters are way below them.
Exactly.
They're like right there too.
They are really good.
Yeah.
They're pushed out.
Dunban and his moment against the guy that betrayed him in the beginning.
Or mum,
Yeah, Mumkar.
yeah.
In the snow when they're like battling one versus one. Ooh, that was good too. Yeah, we can stay here all this time. We probably just think of all kinds of crazy things that happened in the game, but I think we should move on.
Yes. But yeah, that's basically all I've been playing.
Awesome. All right, Jose, you're up next.
Well, for me, it's again, once again, it's been kind of slow. Um, Pretty much just Animal Crossing. And it doesn't really bother me too much, not playing too much. Um, as you just heard, Luis has been playing Xenoblade Chronicles pretty much the entire time. So he takes up the Switch most of the time. Um, so it's not like I can play other games, but
Hmm.
um, I'm pretty much just like I mentioned last week, Pikmin, the Pikmin part can't get here soon enough. Just waiting for that. But yeah, now that Luis has finished Xenoblade Chronicles, I mean he still needs the DLC, but it's time to start looking into buying the sequel and playing that game as well. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Um,
Heck yeah.
but yeah, so so far it's only been Animal Crossing. I know it's kind of boring, but that keeps me afloat.
I hear that. Hey, it's only boring if you make it boring, man. If you're excited about Animal Crossing, you can get us excited about Animal Crossing, no problem.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So as for me, just real quick, I've talked about both of these games a lot before, so I won't take up a lot of time. Final Fantasy 14, I resubscribed back on, diving back in, continuing the little bit of the story I have left, or the main story. And Apex Legends. Apex Legends, I'm getting close to getting enough currency to unlock Rampart, so I'm excited for that. Not much else. That's it. That's it for me.
That's all.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna do it for what we've been playing. Are you guys ready to move on to the news for this week?
Yes.
Did I hear it? I heard no. How dare you?
No, I said yes. Bring it on.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So before we go into the discussion topic type of news, I wanted to name off a couple things that I thought was interesting and want to mention. So two quick things. The first thing is that the it concerns Halo. So the original Halo developer an original Halo developer, his name is Joseph Staten. He is currently the new campaign project lead for the game, as reported by Ryan Gilliam from Polygon. So Halo and Microsoft, they've made a hire, and they hired a developer from the old Halo games to help make this game the best it can be. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they brought somebody along when this game was supposed to be originally coming out with the Series X. And the second thing, Fortnite launched its Season 4 Chapter 2 segment of the game, I guess, and as reported by Christopher Grow, which features a Marvel crossovers that include superpowers, iconic locations from Marvel, a Stark Industries energy rifle, a story as to why the Marvel characters are in the Fortnite world, and a bunch more other stuff. All the details can be found on the official website. So just two quick things. I know a lot of people are into both of these things, and I thought I'd bring it up because at the end of the day, we are a gaming podcast and we try not to discriminate around here.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised that Fortnite is still on season 4. I feel like they've been on forever. They should be on season 10 already or something.
Right, it's been around for so long. I mean, Apex is already season 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you already surpassed Fortnite.
Yeah, it's strange, but they have chapter 2 and it's I don't know. I don't follow it and it's confusing from where I'm standing, but
Yeah,
hey, they have Marvel stuff and that's kind of cool.
true.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. So the next topic that I have, it comes from DC Fandom or Fandom. That happened last Saturday, actually, right after or during we were recording this podcast. Two games were announced, officially announced during it. The first one of notable significance, Gotham Knights. All right, so I have a quote and information from the official website and from the trailer. It says that Batman is dead. A new, expansive, criminal underworld has swept the streets of Gotham City. It is now up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham and bring hope to its citizens. Discipline to its cops, cool, and fear to its criminals. Gotham Knights is a open world action RPG set in the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet. In either solo play or with one other hero, patrol Gotham's 5 distinct boroughs and drop in on criminal activity wherever you find it. And that's supposed to be coming out in 2021. So that was the first game that was announced. It's a co-op adventure, seems like, and you can play as Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, or Robin, which is kind of pretty cool. Did you guys catch any footage on it, or have any opinion about it?
I saw the trailer and because they released some gameplay footage as well.
Yeah,
And I saw that too. I saw that well, the game has some like RPG elements to it,
yeah. There was like
like to
numbers coming up when you were hitting enemies and things like that.
yeah.
Hmm.
So that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that in like a superhero game.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know, like it looked cool. Uh, I like that they're moving away from uh, like Batman and exploring like other characters in that world, in the Batman world.
same.
So so it's cool. It's cool to see other characters being fleshed out in games, and it does look cool. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a co-op multiplayer game.
Hmm.
So that's also cool, to be able to play. I think you can play the whole thing single player or co-op. So that option is always like really cool to have. But yeah, it definitely looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. Um, what was I gonna talk about? I was gonna say something and just slipped my mind, literally like 2 seconds ago. Dang. Sometimes it happens to me, so it is what it is. But what you said, basically what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All
I
right.
mean,
So
this is like the first open world game, like DC game, right? Or have there been any open world games in the past?
open world DC games. That's a good question. I want to say I'm not gonna say yes or no
Hmm.
because I don't follow DC that like that. But from my knowledge, I don't think so. I mean, I remember there was like a Hulk. Oh, that's Marvel. Uh,
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's interesting. Is there? Because I'm not really. Well, I mean, it was the trailer was revealed. Did they reveal any more details, like the plot? Like, is there gonna be like a plot, or is it gonna be? Because you know how like the Square Enix Marvel game, it's more of just like a. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a plot. There's
it's
Well,
a
I
story.
know, but like, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like linear. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it says.
And
Oh, go ahead, Luis. You can go. You can take it.
well, no, that I know of, I don't. I think there is like it's gonna be like a linear kind of story. Um, But yeah, they didn't really say much
Yeah.
unless you have more information, right?
Well, I watched the trailer, so I have a little bit more information. Well, from the quote, first of all, it says it's an open world action RPG. So, I mean, the gameplay looks like it's going to be open world. Like, I guess, did you guys play the Batman Arkham ones, like City or something? You guys
I
play
played
one
a
of
little
those?
bit of Asylum, like a little bit of
Oh,
Asylum.
okay. So that was the more linear one, though, right? That was
Yes,
like you're inside like the
yes,
asylum. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to be more like a city and night, and it says it's going to be more expansive. It says the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet. So I think it's going to be just like those games, but just a little bit bigger, more fleshed out.
right.
And in terms of the story, I did see the trailer, and it looks like a single player game. Like if we didn't see the damage numbers and stuff going up, to imply that it's going to have other elements going inside the game. I would have thought that it was just a straight up single player story that you like a big budget AAA kind of deal. So it's pretty exciting that they're introducing that kind of gameplay with the co-op aspects. And if they can nail that, I mean, I might even be into it as a non-Batman fan.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna um, say, Richard. Yeah, like go into. I just feel like it's a really I don't know, it's like a new idea, like a cool new idea. So if it works out, it has potential to like open like the possibilities for other um, like future games, especially like in the superhero genre of games, um, just to try new things and implement new um, game styles, new game um,
Hmm.
features. So I mean, it's pretty exciting. We'll see how it does.
Yeah. Hopefully, if it does well, and then we'll get like a Static Shock game or something. That's what I'm hoping for. And the second game that was announced officially was Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad game. What was it called again? Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. So I have details from Nicole Carpenter from Polygon. So there was the trailer that they presented had some pretty good details. The first detail was that the trailer was highlighting Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang. So like half of these people I do not did not know before this trailer dropped. So did you guys know these characters other than like Harley Quinn and Deadshot?
Well, Captain Boomerang was in the Suicide Squad film.
Oh, he
Um,
was.
that
Okay.
that's all I know for. Um,
Yeah.
that's all I
People.
know about him.
Okay, I hear you. People are pretty hyped about King Shark. People are hyping him like crazy. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I had heard all the characters before. Um,
Okay.
I used to watch. I used to watch The Flash, the
Okay.
CW,
Yeah.
and King Shark appeared in that. Captain Boomerang appeared in that too, and I mean it's been in the movies. Killshot appeared in the movie, and then Harley Quinn, and
Interesting.
yeah, and like the cinematic, um, it looked really cool. It's it's strange because it's developed by Rocksteady, which made
Yes.
the the Batman Arkham games,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the tone is different in this game, obviously because it's more comedic and uh, they're gonna be playing as the villains being used to do the dirty work. But it's interesting. It'd be interesting to see how they do. Um, they did say that this is in the same universe as the Arkham games,
Yes.
so
Mm-hmm.
maybe we'll see some Easter eggs or references to Batman and the other the games.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. There's no way they're not gonna have any Easter eggs or nothing. They spend so much time on those other games. I'm pretty sure it's their pride and joy.
And we'll
Uh,
probably see the Batman again, like being evil or something.
yeah, people in general were kind of disappointed in the lack of Batman because I was in the Easy Allies chat when they were reacting to it, and there was a lot of. I know it's not the actual Easy Allies community because a lot of people from all over were looking at it with us or with the community, but it seems like people wanted to see Batman, and quite a few people were disappointed that there was a lack of Batman. But I kind of like the different direction to do something new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Again, like I said, with the Batman Knights, it's good to see
Hmm.
the other characters in that world being explored.
Yeah.
Like again, you love Batman, but we have plenty of Batman already.
Yeah, I hear that, man. So I do have a couple more details about the trailer. It looks like the game is set in. Well, I don't know if the game's gonna be set in Metropolis, but the trailer was in Metropolis, and it looked to be overtaken by Brainiac. And we got a look at Evil Superman. He freaking roasted like a cop or some soldier or something with his eyes. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the game has been described as a action adventure shooter with 1 to 4 player co-op, and it's supposed to be coming in 2022. So a pretty early announcement. It's not even going to be coming next year. You're going to have to wait 2 years for this mixtape. And yeah, it was.
It's very it's nice to know that it's gonna be co-op because it's something that just like I thought about is just the lack of like, or maybe it's not, maybe I'm not aware of the co-op games out there, but I feel like a lot of like the recent big title games have been like single player. Um, like I feel like the co-op experience is kind of dying off, or it's not a priority anymore, which is kind of weird. But it's nice to to see that these games are keeping that alive.
Yeah, and because even within us, right? The For co-op games, we usually even like, I guess the one that's recent and I can think of is Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter does have a story, Monster Hunter World, but it's just not a great story.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's not dying off, but I don't think there's few and far between, like you said, games that nail both a brilliant story with really good co-op gameplay. So I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so those were the two games that were announced at DC Fandom. Are you guys ready to move on to something else?
Yes.
Okay. So the next item I have on the list, new Switch model rumors are back. This is coming from Ryan Craddock from, can you guys guess from where?
Uh,
Test your listening skills. Nintendo
Polygon?
Life?
Damn it.
Nintendo Life, yeah. If it has to do with Nintendo, it's probably coming from Nintendo Life.
That's true. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a bunch of details here, so just so listen up. I'll cue you guys for interaction. So first detail, a Taiwanese newspaper reports that a new Switch model console will begin production as soon as Q4 2020 and have a planned launch of Q1 2021. They talked about improved interactivity and display quality. As a side note, prior to the virus, an earlier Taiwanese report mentioned a new model coming in mid 2020, but that was before COVID-19 hit. Mochizuki from Bloomberg has supported the report. He says that the specs are yet to be final for the new Switch model, but Nintendo is looking to include more computing power and 4K. He adds that the launch would be coupled with or followed by a slew of games from Nintendo itself and related outside studios, and that these games would address a wide range of players, from casual gamers seeking small doses of escapism to more devoted fans putting in marathon gaming sessions. And that's us. We're the latter. All right. And if this is true, this could explain why Nintendo's been quiet for 2020 for a while, because they're about to hit us in the face with the new Switch model next year.
That could be
So
it.
it could be it. So that was a lot of information. Do you guys have any thoughts about a new Switch model, what you would want from it, and does what they're saying here sound good if it were to come true?
I think for me it does. It sounds good, and I do think it's true. A lot of people have been reporting on it, so I think it is happening. And Nintendo has said that they want to stick with the Switch for a few years here and make it like a 6 year console.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's not it's not like out of the picture, for them to want to improve on the Switch and release an improved model of it. So I think that is true. Um, but yeah, I mean 4K, come on. 4K.
Yo, the screen can't be 4K, right? The portable screen, it just can't. And that's assuming it's portable. That's insane if they're able to pull that off.
It's gonna be crazy to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's true.
Whenever they talk about like graphics or like the quality, I get doubt. I start having doubts because
Really? Okay. Let me hear
I
it.
don't know. I feel like Nintendo, that's not Nintendo's priority, and they've stated it plenty of times. I mean, I don't know. It could be that this is the time, and they'll take the leap.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. Um, our younger brother, he actually suggested that like this new model. What if it's just like a console? Since they released the Switch Lite, which is just portable.
Uh-huh.
Um, they could possibly just create like a not portable, like fully like a full console, like a regular console, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Um, which I mean, it's a possibility. But I mean, it would just make the Switch name kind of pointless. So I don't know. I don't know if they would really do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm all for a new model, for an improved model. I mean, and if they do bring in 4K, I'm even better. Um, we shall see. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. One quick question: are you guys more in the 4K camp for improved graphics quality, or would you prefer, say, 1080 or like 2K at like 60 frames per second? Better frame rate or like the best quality picture? Which one do you guys better prefer?
I always think that frame rate um, is better, having like a stable frame rate. I mean, in an ideal world, I mean, having both will be like great, but
Yeah,
I think I'm more in the steady frame rate camp,
I'm there with
65.
you. Every day I'm a little sad that I don't have a PS4 Pro so I can experience those 60 frames.
Yeah.
But I do. What about you, Jose?
I agree. Again, for me, it's not really how I don't care how do I say this? I don't mind. I mean, I think any approach, any road Nintendo decides to take, um, it'll be an improvement. I mean, again, as a Nintendo fan, graphics haven't are not a priority for me. But yeah, I mean, I would agree with you guys as well. Um,
Hmm.
I concur.
Yeah. Um, I think what this new model could help with is the Switch's ability to be compatible with third-party games. Because overall, third-party games on the Switch run like doo-doo compared to on PS4 and Xbox and PC, you know? And it's really annoying when you want to play it on the Switch, but you know that you're gonna get a gimped experience. So I think that hopefully this Switch model will just be at least powerful enough where you won't notice the difference from like I don't know, with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, you might notice it, but at least with the PS4 and Xbox, you won't notice a difference in parity. What do you guys think about that? Is that a concern of yours or?
I mean, I think it would definitely help, because it does. I mean, I know like a lot of people, like a lot of Nintendo fans say that, it's about the game, not the graphics. But I mean, it does suck a little when there's a much, like, an obviously much better version of the game you just bought for the Switch in another
Mm-hmm.
console.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, that kind of, I mean, whether you want to admit it or not, like, just being aware of that kind of ruins the experience, because you know that you can be experiencing this game, um, much better. Um, but I think I mean, if they do pull it off, I think it would help. It would definitely bring in a lot more, I think, consumers, like a lot of more, people. Um, um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they'd be more willing to buy a Switch console if they know that third-party games, um, will run the same way that they would run, you know, with the competitor consoles.
Yeah, that's well put. Yeah, definitely. All right. So are you guys going if it comes out and it's all that it's cracked up to be, we got 4K, we got 60 frames, all that good stuff. Are you guys copying it or are you guys gonna wait and just chill with your Switch?
No, yeah, I think I would copy it. Yeah.
I mean,
This Switch that we have right now, it's kind of like the drifting is too much now. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
and I mean, we've been talking about getting another Switch just because, we're tired of like having to share one Switch. But
I hear you.
but yeah, no, definitely, if it comes out, we'll be in line to buy one or two. I don't know, we'll see.
Give me that Metroid edition and then we'll talk.
Then we have to wait then, right?
Jose, why you gotta be such a realist, man? Why you gotta put me in check?
Well, I don't know, who knows? Like you said, maybe they've been saving all of that for the launch of that new model.
Yeah. It would be a smart move even though we've been in pain this whole time. All right. Are you guys ready to move on to more Nintendo news?
Yes, do it.
All right. So Nintendo had a mini partner showcase this last week or pretty recently. From their official website, I have a summary or a list of games that they mentioned. So I'm just going to go ahead and rattle them off. And at the end, if you want to talk about a specific game or games, you may. So the games that we have Just Dance 2021, World of Tanks Blitz, Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, Taiko no Tatsujin, Rhythmic Adventure Pack, Big Rumble Boxing, Creed Champions, Jump Force Deluxe Edition, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition, Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend, Captain Tsubasa,
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Rise of New Champions, Minecraft Dungeons DLC, and Fuser, which is a music game. So that's what was covered in the mini partner showcase. Did any of those pique your interest?
Honestly, not really. Nothing. Not at least for me. I didn't find any of those games like really like my thing. Maybe Captain Tsubasa. Um, 'Cause I like soccer, but
Yeah,
and that game reminds me a lot of Mario Strikers. Uh, but I'm not really familiar with the whole characters of that anime, so I don't have that big of a connection to it. And I
yeah,
just would rather just play Mario Strikers or have another Mario. Plays Nintendo, but anyways,
right.
but yeah, other than that, not really.
Yeah, for me it was the Final Fantasy stuff. Not so much Crystal Chronicles, but the collection, the Final Fantasy Legend collection.
All right.
That seemed pretty interesting. I'd probably get into a retro kind of mindset and just try those out. Might be fun. And I was down on Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory before because it's a rhythm game. You know, rhythm game is like people don't really consider it a game sometimes, like actual game. But looking at it again, it's just like if you play the series before and you just experience those music tracks again and you just have a nice like little rhythm game to it underneath it and you're just vibing to it, I think it'll be fun. Personally, $60 is too much for that. I would pay like 20, $30, but it was still interesting to watch.
Mhm.
They haven't revealed the price for it, have they? Or
Oh,
is it
that's
confirmed?
true. I don't know. I don't know if 59.99 is a placeholder, but I saw 59.99 on Nintendo's website and I got scared.
Oh,
Right.
well, who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe it
we
is.
who knows, who knows. Yeah. How about you, Jose? Any game?
Um, Not really. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's always nice to see um like new games come to the Switch. Um, like not first party games. I guess it like a lot of these games, I feel like it's geared more towards like the casual um gamer. Like the what was it? The music games.
Oh,
Rhythm.
Yeah, the
yeah,
rhythm
the
games.
rhythm games.
There's a particular one that you mentioned. I forgot the name of it, but the one where you hit it with the sticks.
Oh,
Whatever. Anyways,
okay.
but yeah, I mean, I guess those appeal more to like the casual person who is into that. Um, but personally, I mean, I'm not. Nothing drew me in. Um, I don't want to sound like a ungrateful person, but
Yeah, you got to be truthful. You can't be lying, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. Maybe next next showcase.
Yeah. So, as I said, it was a partner showcase. So, partner inherently that's going to mean a lot of third parties,
Yep.
and third party usually doesn't include Nintendo. So, it's going to be hit or miss for people depending on what they like.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to our last news topic, and that's going to be Gamescom opening night live. So I have a list of games that I got from Felicia Miranda on from IGN. There was 33 games in total, but I cut it down to 18 or 19 based off of what I thought, what I was interested in, and what I thought we could maybe possibly hold a conversation on. Nothing against the other games. Those other games definitely should get looked at if you have the time and you're interested. It'll be archived on the opening night live broadcast that they have. So here are the games that I have listed. We got to learn more about Call of Duty, Cold War, Doom Eternal DLC, Unknown 9 Awakening, Dragon Age 4, Surgeon Simulator 2, World of Warcraft Shadowlands, Crash Bandicoot 4, Outriders, Little Nightmares 2, Star Wars Squadrons, 12 Minutes, Warframe, expansion, The Sims 4 Journey to Batu, that's like an expansion also, Mafia Definitive Edition, Fall Guys Season 2, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, Spellbreak, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So again, a lot of third party, a couple of first parties in here, but just like a mishmash of games. Do you guys catch anything from opening night live, or did any of these games pique your interest?
I didn't watch the event. I saw a few uh like new reports about what they showed,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I guess like for me like the most uh, interesting thing was like because they showed gameplay for Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know, that game looks really cool.
You never played a Ratchet and Clank, right?
No, I've never played a Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, man, we gotta change that, Chief. Ratchet and Clank's very fun.
Yeah, and it looks fun.
Yeah. Personally, on for me, it looks like a lot of what I've already played. Yeah, it looks like it
Makes
hasn't
sense.
changed too
Yeah.
much. So personally, I'm not too excited for it, but new people going in to play Ratchet and Clank, I'm all for that.
I didn't see the event, but I did see like a lot of people hyped for Dragon Age,
Oh
the
yeah.
new Dragon Age game.
Oh, they
Hmm.
teased that.
Um,
BioWare.
yeah. From the games that you just listed, I'm actually really happy to hear that Little Nightmares 2 is coming. I've never played the game, but I did see gameplay of it. Um, I saw like a Let's Play on YouTube. And that game, I really do like that game a lot. Um, it's got that like kind of dark, twisted um, aspect to it that I kind of enjoy. Um,
Cool.
and I don't know, like, but I mean, obviously, seeing the playthrough. Sorry, there you go. The playthrough of the game. Um, I got to see like the story and I guess like the lore behind this. Um, so I mean, I'm really interested to see how they build on this world, these characters. So I mean, that's definitely a game that I'm very interested in. Um, if I can get to play at least see like another playthrough of this game just to follow along with the story.
Yo, that's great. That's great, man. So Jeff came through for you with Little Nightmares. I like to hear that. That's
Little
kind of
Nightmares
cool.
is on Switch, right?
I want to say yes, man. I can fact check that for you real quick.
I think it is. So I don't know. Maybe down the line I might get it just to play it again.
Yeah, it is on the Switch.
Play it again, play it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I also caught some footage of the game as well, the original, and I thought it looked interesting. I thought it looked fun to play too.
Yeah, it's weird, but
Oh, I like
I
weird.
like it. Yeah, me too. So
You like Majora's Mask. You like weird.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That actually makes sense. Yeah.
um, let's see. I wanna I wanna talk about this game called Spellbreak. So I don't know. There's just something about the game. I think it's like I think it's multiplayer and it has a cartoony aesthetic and you're kind of like spell weaving and casting spells at enemies and things like that. Um, It was on my radar a while back, and I don't know much about it, but if it's multiplayer and I can bring y'all into it, I'm probably gonna do that. Probably try a few
What's it
rounds
called?
depending. I think it's free. I think it's free. I gotta check that.
What's it called?
Spell break.
Spell break?
Yeah, spell break. Let me see. Let's see.
Hmm.
Is spell break free? If it's free to play, we're gonna try it out.
The questions that matter. Is spell break free?
Spell break is free to play upon launch. Yeah,
Damn.
but I don't know if it's going to be. Let's see what consoles it's on. Uh,
I know, right?
yeah. So yeah, we'll work that out later, but that might be a fun co-op game.
Yeah, it's described as a battle royale with
Oh, it's a
RPG
battle royale.
elements,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
magic-based battle royale. Sounds interesting.
Hmm. And I guess I could elaborate a little bit on Dragon Age because you said that people were hyped about it.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Age is made by BioWare, and BioWare is known for doing um, really intricate and stories and characters that people absolutely love. You know, kind of in line with it's kind of like the Western version of a Xenoblade Chronicles, because how the characters you get really attached to them and they're memorable even after you finish the game, like months after or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Dragon Age. Like people who play Dragon Age love the characters. They have waifus and husbandos and everything. It's actually pretty nuts. So yeah, people are just really attached to this game, and the gameplay. I wouldn't say the gameplay is the best. I had the most fun with Dragon Age 2. But people are probably not gonna like that because Dragon Age 2 is kind of it's not regarded highly. But yeah, yeah, it's really what is it? Medievally. It has like a medieval setting, and um, you get to make choices. You do your own created character. Um, how the game works is like at least the third one, there was like open spaces or open areas that had quests in them. So you just kind of like take your party and you go on quests and do things for people. You have side quests, you have the main quest. So it's kind of like that kind of grand adventure kind of um uh what do you call it? The framework. The framework is kind of like that grand adventure that you would think about. So
Sounds
this is
interesting. I
yeah,
did
it
see. I've seen like gameplay of Dragon Age 3.
mhm.
Um, and I mean, I don't know. I think games where you get to like make your own decisions and kind of uh create your own um like path. I think those games are really fun. Um, so I don't know. It's definitely something that I'm interested in. Maybe explore down the line if I get the chance to.
Yeah, you should definitely try it out. Hopefully, Dragon Age 4 they'll put together both the combat and the story together so that it's fun because the original Dragon Age gameplay wise, in my opinion, doesn't hold up.
Okay,
So hopefully 4 just brings it all together and BioWare nails it so everybody can enjoy it.
right.
Yeah. And then the highlight of the show, the pinnacle, Fall Guys Season 2.
They're already on season 2?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No shade of Fall Guys. Fall Guys is really fun. They deserve all the credit for all the praise and
But they
everything they're getting.
created. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this whole like season um like a just like an update? Like is that a fancy way of saying a new update? Or is it just because it's definitely a trend, right? That you're seeing
Mm.
with like a lot of these like games. Fortnite, you have Apex, Fall Guys now, um, that are using this season trend. Um, I don't know, it's kind of interesting, but it's kind of confusing to me too. Like I don't really get what the seasons indicate or what they mark. Um,
I
but I
would,
mean, that's
yeah. So seasons are kind of like they're big updates basically. So
Mm,
big updates usually entail like a change to the map or adding new maps and new cosmetics, new costumes.
mm,
At least the bare minimum. That's usually what it entails.
okay.
Yeah. And it's usually reserved for multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure you already knew that. It's like
Yeah.
superfluous information. You got to try one of the games with the seasons, Jose, so you understand. Entrench yourself.
I did try Fortnite a
Oh,
little
that's
bit
true.
at one
That's true.
point. Man, that's the worst game.
Okay. So that's all the news items for this week. Let's go ahead and move on to our discussion that I've been putting off because we've been talking about a lot of other stuff. And that is what our favorite video game franchise of all time is.
Oh boy. It's
Um,
definitely
so how are we gonna do this? Mm, should we just do it like kind of like what we've been playing and just go in that order? I don't know. Are you got? Yeah, just Luis, you just go ahead. Go ahead. What's your favorite video game franchise of all time?
And I guess it's pretty obvious. Yeah, it's Pokemon. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
Yes,
dang.
I'm lucky. Nah, my favorite franchise is probably Legend of Zelda. Um, I'm every time there's a Zelda game, if I have the money, obviously, I will get a game, that game that comes out for that from that franchise. Um,
Hmm.
I just really like the whole adventure aspect of it. Uh, I like the whole I like the I guess the lore they add to each game that comes. And I say I was a little hesitant about that because I don't think there's like a timeline. I think that's just something Nintendo kind of added just to like make it all connect. But either way, like I think that the Legend of Zelda has so much potential to be different in every. Well, it is different in every game in the franchise, and I like that. I like the range of genres that go into each one. For example, we have like Majora's Mask in the franchise. We have Breath of the Wild in the franchise. Mhm. A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, and so on, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know, like every time I play a Zelda game, it's always a good time. I know I'm gonna have a good time.
I
And
hear
it's
that.
interesting because like um, Link is silent, and you don't really hear his voice. And I guess that makes it like for some reason I do connect with Link in a way, but I guess it makes it easier for the player to be Link, to be that character, to add
Yeah.
your own voice, I guess.
Hmm.
And, and I don't know, it's really cool. So yes, Legend of Zelda.
It's a solid pick, man. I think I'll go next. I'll let Jose capstone it.
All right.
Change it up. All right. So if it was game, you guys already know that my favorite game is Jack and Daxter.
Right.
Jack and Daxter 2. So favorite franchise is going to be. You guys probably know what it is, huh? You guys have a guess?
Mass Effect.
Ooh, that's a good one, but it's not.
Metroid. It's Metroid, isn't it?
It's Metroid, yeah.
Oh, really?
Hmm. So the reason why Metroid is my favorite franchise, I think that Metroid has it. So when you go into a Metroid game, it has a certain vibe to it. It has a atmosphere that you really can't find anywhere else. Um, you have a bunch of different biomes that you can explore. All of them, all of them, while different, visually, they all have this sort of dread that the series goes for, and they do it so amazingly. Like, so usually I'm not usually a big fan of horror, but the amount of horror that's in a Metroid game, just because you're by yourself, you're isolated as Samus, and you have this mission as a lone bounty hunter. It's just the way that they capture that is top tier. And I'm usually I'm thinking of like Fusion, I'm thinking of Prime when I'm saying these things. So like an example would be in the first Metroid Prime. Uh, I don't know, Jose, you haven't played Metroid Prime, huh?
No,
Okay,
but
so
go
I'll keep
ahead.
it. I'm gonna keep it general because I need you to experience this, and when you experience it, I'll talk about it with you. But yeah, even the small enemies, the small enemies, depending on what your situation is, like you can you can finish battling a new enemy that you haven't encountered before or has like a new mechanic, and it takes you down to like what? Maybe it'll take you down to like 30, or you get overwhelmed and it takes you down to like 29 HP, like 29, yeah, 29 HP. And then like you'll go to the next door, and then this one enemy that you never had a problem with, like you never really thought about it because, oh, I have enough health to, even if I take a hit, I'm good. Like there can be points where even the smallest, the most menial enemies present a challenge. And I think it's also how they display Samus's vulnerability very well, and also her heroicism, because of course she's a badass. She can like take out almost anything, but like when she gets damaged, like the game. I know a lot of other games, Metroidvania games, before and after they express the damage that the character takes in different ways. But the way that the Metroid series does it, how like she reels back from a enemy hit, and the exclamation of like pain that is portrayed, especially in Prime, uh, it makes you want her to survive. You want the main characters to survive, and I think that's a very important part of any video game. You need to get behind the main character. Like Luis said, he feels like he's Link, just because I forgot the reasons why, but he feels the Legend of Zelda makes him feel like he's Link, like he's
Right.
in the world.
You're the
So
hero,
in
right? You
yeah,
you wanna
yeah,
succeed.
right. And in a similar way, you feel like I don't feel like I'm Samus. I feel like, do I feel like, what do I say? I feel like I'm in control of Samus, and I feel like I'm in control of her destiny. And I feel if I fail, let somebody in real life down, because
Uh,
it's just oh my gosh, like
well, like you
especially.
mentioned, in 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 like the Prime games, for example, it's just Samus, right? You're controlling Samus, and
Hmm.
it's just her against like all these
It's
monsters.
always Samus. It's always just Samus.
Yeah,
So I think what you're trying to say is like you're not Samus, but you feel responsible for her
yeah,
because it's just you and her, you know? Like it's just you two, in this like deserted world. But like I get what you're trying to say.
yeah. You articulated it better than I did, but man, just experiencing that series, just going through. Oh my gosh, I'm skipping frames. I think we're good though. I think it should record our voice still. But and also the games aren't that long, which is I think is also good. Like they have a story to tell. They want you to feel a certain way, and once you're done with the game, you feel like you've accomplished something. So, and it doesn't overstay as welcome, and that's kind of the gist of why I enjoy the Metroid series a lot.
Yeah, you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
I'll go next then. So I mean, you guys probably already know what my favorite franchise is. Um, uh,
Yeah.
Before I start talking about Pokemon, which is my favorite franchise, I do want to say that Legend of Zelda, it's a really close second. Um, Legend of Zelda has been like it's been a very consistent franchise.
Oof.
Um, I think it's like I think it's one of, if not like the strongest franchise, the strongest yeah franchise in that Nintendo has released. And it has like some of the best games, some of my favorite games ever, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
Breath of the Wild.
But my favorite franchise is Pokemon. Um, and I mean, Pokemon is very, it's very polarizing, I guess, for people, um, especially in recent years with the quality of the games, which I, being the fan that I am, can agree with. It's the quality is not the same. It's been decreasing. It's been, I don't know, it's just a lot of improvements that they could make. Um, it's it's gotten to a point where it is a little gimmicky at some, in some parts. Um, and I mean, I can go on and on and on about the flaws of Pokemon. Um, but it still is my favorite franchise, and I think there's a lot to take into account there. Pokemon defined my childhood. Like there's no other way to say it. It's it was part of like um entertainment, like as far as shows that I would watch, cartoons. My first game was Ruby and Sapphire for the Game Boy Advance. Um, and I don't know, like I just like the creativity of behind like every aspect of the game. Um, like like each Pokemon has its own inspiration. Like it's inspired by either an animal, or it could be um, like a fictional mythological creature, or it could be an object, whatever. The names of each Pokemon um, are derived from, an English word or a French word or a Japanese word
Mhm.
that fits the typing of that Pokemon, or, its ability. Um, I actually, a lot of, well, not a lot of, but I learned a lot of like new vocabulary. And growing up, Spanish being my first language, growing up, um, Pokemon actually taught me a lot of words that I probably wouldn't have known at that time, um, just based off of like the names of the Pokemon. So um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a Pokemon off the top of my head. Uh, I don't know, something basic like Charmander. Obviously it's based off Salamander, but then it also includes like Char, which is it alludes to the fire typing of
Mhm.
Charmander. So it's just little details like that I really was fascinated by for some reason. I don't know why. Like the city names as well, like everything. It's just um, the the thought that is put into those little details are things that I really enjoy. Um, and I don't know, growing up, I would like draw my own Pokemon, like create my own Pokédex. I don't know, I
Wow,
was just
that's
it's just
awesome.
dude, I'm telling you, like Pokemon was is my life. It's just I don't know, it's just I don't know, it's a special um franchise for me. Um, and I mean it hurts when people like start attacking the franchise, because I mean it's my favorite franchise, but like even I have to admit, like it's just I don't know, there's a point where like you have to like start valuing it more.
Mhm.
Um, and I don't know, they really need to like I don't know, like put more thought into it. Like it's become more about like the money, with like the merchandise, and the release. It's always every 2 years it's a new game, and I feel like that doesn't give the developers enough time to create like the product that fans deserve. So I don't know. Hopefully they improve those things. But yeah, it's Pokemon. Pokemon for life for me.
Jose,
See,
I could sense the passion in your voice.
dude, I could go on and on, but
Yeah, I hear you.
but yeah, yeah, it's just
Cool. All right, that was I liked sharing. I like sharing our raw opinions about things. I think this was a really good segment for that.
yeah.
Okay, so after that passionate discussion, are you guys ready for pass or play?
Yes.
Okay, so how pass or play works if you are new. One of us chooses a quote from the back of the box, and then we present that quote to the rest of the panelists or the rest of the group. And from that quote, we have to say if we would play or pass on the game, and if we can, we try to name what that game could be. So this week is going to be me and
Luis.
Luis. So we're gonna go ahead and get those to you right now. Luis, you got yours ready? Or I'll do
Yeah.
mine since I always go mine last.
All right.
Okay. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Beneath the vibrant neon. Oh yeah, that's it. I thought it was a different quote. Okay, one more time. Beneath the vibrant neon of this island metropolis exists a treacherous criminal underworld. You are an undercover cop tasked with the infiltration and dismantling of a criminal empire. Caught between your loyalty to the badge and a criminal code of honor, you will pay you will play a very dangerous game. Undercover, the rules are different. Authentic martial arts action featuring intense gunfights and brutal takedowns. That's it.
I think I know which game it is, but I forgot the name of it. Because I think you showed us gameplay of it in the
Probably.
past. Um,
Off of the I still don't know which game it is. But off of that description, I'll probably play it. It sounds really interesting.
My man.
um, I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass.
No.
Only because it's reminding me a lot of Grand Theft Auto for some reason. I know it's not Grand Theft Auto, but like there's like criminal, involvement and all that stuff. And I mean that's not
But you're a
really
cop.
my type of game. No, I'm sorry. Um,
Oh.
I don't know what the name of the game is though, but it's well, I mean I'm not sure, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it's the main character is Asian, no? Um,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure I know what the game is.
It's Sleeping Dogs, no?
I think that's what. Yeah. I think so.
Or
I think
something
it's
like
that
that.
name. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that.
It's a play for me, Chief.
Okay. Yeah, Jose used his deduction mind very well. It is Sleeping Dogs. Actually no, Luis did. Luis helped him out. You named the game.
Yeah, at least knew the name, but he didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that it
He didn't
was a game.
know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just knowledgeable about games.
Jose just like he knows what he likes and what he doesn't like, and when he hears something he doesn't like, and like I remember, I have a memory of this. I have a memory of this, and I don't like it.
No, you never know. I mean, it
Yeah,
could be it's probably a good game. And maybe once I try it, I'll like it.
yeah.
Because I mean, like on the surface level, let's say Uncharted. Uncharted wouldn't be a game that like at first glance I would play, but I mean,
Oh, that's
it's
true.
it's a solid franchise. I enjoy it, so
Hmm.
it's just giving it a chance, I guess.
Yeah. So Sleeping Dogs is my favorite GTA like game. Um, it also has a very good story, and it has the best martial arts in any video game I've played. And I think those things mixed together, anybody should try it, just to experience what it offers. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Luis, you got yours ready?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
I don't think we've said this one before, but um, sorry if it's a repeat, but I don't think it is.
Okay.
Okay, so uh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blank some things. Okay,
Mhm.
take on a legion of blank and a new blank force as you forge into the covert underworld of blank. It's up to you and blank to recapture the long surviving blank before evil hands unleash its energy. An army of ominous creatures are poised for battle at every turn of blank. Uh,
Hmm.
I know, sorry, it's a lot of blanks.
Mhm.
Um, threatening passageways, including the menacing blank and the great blank. And that's it.
I think it's Astro Chain.
You think it's Astro Chain?
Yeah. It sounds like Astro Chain for some reason. That's the first thing my mind went to.
Probably for Lady.
Wait, I thought of Bayonetta for some reason. The word Legion makes me think of like angels coming down or demons. But yeah, that was a lot of blanks. Uh,
It sounds like my alley. Task Force. I'm into task forces. Ominous creatures, passageways. It sounds like a game that gets to the point and it's fun. So yes, I'm gonna play.
it might it might be Astro Chain. Um, I'm gonna play as well. Um, and I think it's Bayonetta, but I might be wrong. Um, but yeah, I'll play.
So it's two plays. Both of you play.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the game is Super Metroid.
Well,
Super Metroid. Oh, that description.
Yeah.
what?
Passageways, dude. Passageways. It all makes sense now.
Yes.
Super Metroid.
The Alex, you guys said that you played, So,
Yeah.
you didn't pass on that one, so that's cool.
I know he tried to get you with that one.
I know. I was waiting for you to say like, "Oh, I passed" or something.
Dang, I'm like literally right there, like at the end already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Wait, was this my week?
Yes.
Oh,
we
okay.
just we barely just finished. I took your spot, Chief.
Yeah.
You suck.
You can do it next week
Yeah,
in my spot.
yeah.
Do you
I
have one
like it.
ready?
I mean, I have one ready. Like if I
Oh,
just
you
have to
do?
pull. Well, I mean, I don't have it in my hand, but like it'll take me like 10 seconds to like get it, I guess.
Well, we have time. You can go ahead and get it.
All right then.
All right. Hey, you said task force.
I said what?
Federation. Oh, I'm talking to Weech. He presented Super Metroid.
Super Metroid? That was what he picked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who passed?
Nobody
The last
passed.
two played, but they thought
Okay.
it was Bayonetta and
Astral
Astral
Chain.
Chain.
Oh. What was the other game?
Sleeping Dogs.
Hmm. I don't know what that is.
It's an Asian GTA game.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have mine ready if you want to do another one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, it's a short one anyway, so. Okay. Ready?
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. This is my way to live. Woman who had had everything taken from her will enter a kingdom that knows that now knows order due to the deliverance of the Messiah. That's it.
Oh, no.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay. Here it is. This is my way to live. A rage-filled woman who has had everything taken from her will enter a kingdom that now knows order due to the deliverance of the Messiah.
If it's Tales of Berseria, I'm gonna be mad. But I want to guess something else. Woman.
I mean, right off the bat, I'll play. It sounds like a revenge story, and I'm always I like revenge stories, revenge movies, and all that. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and play, but I'm still thinking of what game it is.
Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing. The rage filled part kind of makes me think that she's gonna kind of pay seek revenge, I guess. Um, I
Okay.
would play too, and I think it might be a Tales of game because I'm trying to think of games that you own that
Oh, who
they
said
have.
who said that I own? Who said that I own this game?
Oh,
Oh, you don't?
I
you
can
trying to get
neither
some
confirm
hints?
or deny this, but why you are under the assumption that I'm selecting games from my library when you know that I have not chosen games that are in my library before.
Ugh. Okay, so
When
then
you
that.
said I'll take 10 seconds,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just,
know. That's what.
I thought you were going to get the game.
No, but
No,
hey, que le
I
quedaba
could
bien.
I could have just gone through my photo album and just gotten the screenshot.
True. Ugh, that changes things. Okay, then I don't think it's a Tales of game because it didn't give me that RPG vibe.
Okay.
It said Messiah. I don't know if that's Tellsy though enough.
I don't know what game it is, but I'll play.
Okay. So we have two plays.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep it 100. That premise didn't really sell it to me. The story sounds like
Okay.
it could be that bull. Hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
You need to pass.
I'm gonna
You,
pass.
you won't pass on that A and the right. Continue.
Yeah. Essentially, yes.
Okay.
But what game is it, man? Rageful Woman and the Messiah. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I'm stumped. I can't think of anything other than Tales of Berseria.
Okay. Does anybody else want to try to give it a guess, or should I just say what it is? Oh
I
wait,
think
so okay, so we have two passes and or we have two plays and a pass, right? Okay.
right.
So anybody want to give it any other guesses or
I'm stumped.
Same.
Resident Evil.
okay.
No, no
Okay, yes,
Messiahs. Never mind.
it was Resident Evil 3. No, I'm kidding.
No way.
Far Cry.
No.
Dang.
Y'all want to
All
keep
right.
guessing or what?
Nah. That was just my Hail Marys.
Okay. No, it was in fact Tales of Berseria.
I just bought that game for $5.99. I have it in my library. Why do I
It
do
is
this to myself?
it is in fact Tales of Berseria because
Finally, after.
the actual tagline is Velvet Crow, a rage-filled woman who has had everything taken from her.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
Yeah, it is like that. I'm surprised it doesn't have like because the past Tales of that you've shared, they
Mhm.
have like some RPG
Descriptions and
description. This one kind of
details.
doesn't. That threw me off.
I've been saying Tales of Berseria for the last month, it seems like. And it finally comes to pass, and I say no.
You've actually been playing it?
No, I haven't played it yet.
Oh.
But I haven't. You got me, boy.
I
Well
did.
played.
You got.
Yet again.
I mean, nothing is ever going to take away from you not guessing Metroid Prime.
Yes, this is true. Oh, by the way, do you want to just throw out your favorite video game franchise? Since we
Why?
talked about that earlier.
Why? Why? Why
We had
would
a
you do this to
discussion
me?
about it.
You know I have multiples. You're literally gonna force me to choose between Kingdom Hearts and Persona and Metroid, and Resident. You're gonna have me really, really choose between all of them.
Yeah.
You know I can't.
Okay. Yeah, it
Okay,
was
well,
on the
okay,
spot
okay,
though.
okay, no, 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 okay. You know what? Okay, all right. Let's see. It can't be Resident Evil because Resident Evil 3 was just a monumental letdown that right now I'm unsure of the series at the moment. Especially considering that Resident Evil 8 might take a supernatural turn. I don't know, I'm skeptical. So I can't choose Resident Evil. Um I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of was a little out of left field. I
It
mean, the
was
story was
yeah.
when the story finally did pick up, like it was there, and we did just get some melody of memories info. Y'all like jazz? I mean,
What?
y'all haven't heard the new Dearly Beloved, the title screen theme.
I have not.
Oh my God, it's literally like they were like it was literally like the composer was like y'all like jazz.
And he just it's just jazzed up.
Yeah, like literally like
I'm down for
it.
that.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like that, but okay. We've been without a Metroid title for a couple years now. I mean, Samus Returns was the last big one.
Yeah.
And then there's
Hmm.
Tails.
There is
You know what? I'm
Tails.
I'm gonna have to go with Tails. I'm gonna have to go with Tails of like just.
The
I
only
feel like
franchise that hasn't done you dirty.
I feel like that's the franchise. I mean that like Tales of and Kingdom Hearts were pretty much like the franchises that formulated my childhood. Everything that I know about politics and friendship, I know well from politics I know from Tales, and then friendship I know from Kingdom Hearts. So, but I mean, at a very young age, I learned that it was very very bad to be racist and discriminatory because of Tales of Symphonia. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with Tales. I'm gonna have to go with Tales of.
I like that pick. Do you want to know what we picked, or can you
Of
guess?
I mean, if you didn't pick Metroid, then it's gonna be something stupid like Crash or Spyro.
Good news, I did pick Metroid.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Um, and then Jose had to pick Pokemon. Just no doubt in my mind,
Of course.
right? And then
Yeah.
Luis, well, Luis is the only one. He's the one that's like unloved by any franchise because he's never like really had a favorite one. I think maybe once he said it was Smash, but what did
Smash.
he pick?
What did I pick?
Yeah.
You don't have a guess?
I genuinely don't because I feel like we've talked about this before, like amongst ourselves, and you really don't have like a favorite one. Like if anything, like your default would probably be like The Legend of Zelda, I think.
Yes. That
Okay,
was the
there
one
you
I
go.
picked.
You were 3 for 3, Chief. You know us well.
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to bring us to the end of our podcast. Thank you for everybody that participated: Luis, Jose, Andres. If you want to catch us more, you can follow us on all our social medias. If you just type in Roll Jump Media and your social media of choice, we should pop up. We make YouTube videos, and we also have an official website to check out. So please do if you would like to. Aside from that, thank you for watching. And do you guys have anything to say to our audience before we head out?
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.